Hi people, how y'all doing? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's Sandra here and I'm back again with another video from Candace Owens. So this is Candace Owens explodes on white liberal college professor. And honestly, if you guys have gotten into any video from Candace Owens, you would know that this isn't just all titles, okay? This would be, or rather, this is literal. It actually happened, okay? So without no further ado, people, let's just get right into the video.
I just have to say that I object strenuously to your use of the word hilarious. To me, this feels a lot like your reaction to being named in one of these manifestos. Now, you're of course not responsible for the words of somebody writing that document, but I do think that laughing at it is a real problem because these are real families that are impacted by this violence. And I think our efforts towards talking about this have to start from a place of mutual respect, which is what I've heard from this side of the table. Now, the reason we don't have those numbers, I want those numbers as much as you do, but to say the numbers don't show something is simply not supported by the data.
Okay, and I have 38 seconds left, Ms. Mulligan, if you want to respond within that time.
The only thing I would add is that it's in the name. Terrorism, domestic terrorism, it terrorizes us. It terrorizes us in our homes. It terrorizes us in our schools. And to the points made by the other panelists, it is disproportionate to its impact on any individual life, and it's not.
You reject the idea it's something that doesn't matter or doesn't really matter?
Absolutely reject.
Okay. All right, so here's where we are. Every member now has had 5 minutes and... I'll go ahead and claim my 5 minutes. Okay, and Mr. Clay, so we have 2 members who have not. So I'm going to go to the 2 members who have not yet, and we'll give an opportunity for a closing thought to any member who wants before we go.
Am I next to respond, or is Mr. Meadows?
I thought Mr. Meadows was
Mr.
next.
Meadows, okay.
Mr. Meadows is next, then Mr. Clay, then to you, Mr. Jordan.
Ms. Owens, obviously this is a gang up on you. You know, we're giving these witnesses the ability to do a rebuttal on you, and so you know, I find it unfair, Ms. Ballou. I mean, you know, candidly, for you to show mutual respect and then you to go after Ms. Owens, it's not appropriate. So, Ms. Owens, you can have 4 minutes and 34 seconds to respond. However,
yield for a second.
I'll yield to.
Thank you. I believe, Ms. Owens, when you used the word hilarious, it was referencing the fact that no one had asked you a question. It wasn't to the subject matter of the hearing. Is that right?
That is correct.
And to have another witness insinuate something that is not accurate is just not appropriate, Mr. Chairman, for how witnesses are supposed to behave in front of this committee. I also think you didn't say it doesn't matter about the subject matter of today's hearing. You said there are other subjects that matter as well, and maybe we should spend some time on those. Is that accurate?
That is correct, and they matter much, 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 much more. And I have said that. I said that in my opening, and I will say it again. You know that white supremacy and white nationalism is ranks nowhere near the top of the issues that are facing Black America. And the reason that you are bringing them up in this room is because it is attempt to make the election all about race, as the Democrats.
Not in my case, Ms. Owens. I'm sorry. Please do not characterize my motive.
Mr. Chairman, it's my time.
Yeah,
it's my time.
You've got your time, Mr. Meadows. I'll give you 3 more seconds.
Every 4 years, you bring up race, and you knew exactly what I meant when I said hilarious, and you just tried to do live what the media does all the time to Republicans, to our president, and to conservatives, which you tried to manipulate what I said to fit your narrative, okay? I was not referring to the subject matter that is hilarious. I said it's hilarious that we are sitting in this room today, and I've got 2 doctors and a missus, and nobody can give us real numbers that we can respond to so we can assess how big of a threat this is. Because you know that it is not as big of a threat as you are trying to make it out to be so that you can manipulate. And the audacity of you to bring up the Christchurch shooting manifesto and make it seem as if I laughed at people that were slaughtered by a homicidal maniac is, in my opinion, absolutely despicable. And I think that we should be above that. To try to assign reality or any meaning to a homicidal maniac writing a manifesto, which, by the way, let the record show, also stated Spyro the Dragon, the child's cartoon, as a source of inspiration. He also cited Nelson Mandela as a source of information. I don't think that Nelson Mandela has inspired mosque shootings. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong. You would rather assign meaning to a homicidal maniac than to actually address the things that I said today that are actually harming Black America. Number one, father absence. Number two, the education system and the illiteracy rate. Illegal immigration ranks high, abortion ranks high, white supremacy and white nationalism, if I had to make a list again of 100 things, would not be on it. This hearing, in my opinion, is a farce, and it is ironic that you're sitting here and you're having 3 Caucasian people testify and tell you what their expertise are. Do I know what my expertise are? Black in America. I've been Black in America my whole life, all 30 years, and I can tell you that you guys have done the exact same thing every 4 years ahead of an election cycle, and it needs to stop.
So I'm just gonna say this, right? That Candace Owens is such a fireball, and she's my girl. Okay, like Candace Owens is completely my girl. If you guys watch my videos, check my channel, you know this much because she is, I don't know, she's just a force to reckon with, honestly. She is very stern, she's very patriotic, she's very knowledgeable, she is very courageous. Like, yet am I to see someone who can actually take Candace down. And I'm not saying yet am I to see that because she's my girl or whatnot, just because if you are like in an opposing end to Candace Owen, I feel like you should really check yourself because there is going to be a room for so much argument on whatever it is that you solely believe in, because Candice is going to be there ready to tear you down, take you down, school you, educate you, whatever and however you want it to be. She's really going to give it to you. I mean, when these people started trying to twist her statement to feed the narrative, as she said. And this was even before she stated that. I was always just like, let's hold on for Candace, and she's gonna come at you. And I feel like, aside, she be passionate about the Black American community, white supremacy, and just everything that has to do with American society. In as much as she's very passionate about that, I feel like this is something that's quite dear to her. And yeah, because if you look at her mannerisms most times when people are just being so off topic or trying to be manipulative and feigning ignorance, you can see how she gets, like, it actually affects her. You can actually see her mood, her demeanor, everything being affected and just directed towards the topic at hand or the debate at hand. And these are like one of the few things that really make me admire her, other than the fact that she is a true conservative, true and true, okay? She stands for what she stands for. She understands what she stands for. She knows why she stands for what she stands for. A lot of liberals, guys, like most of those videos I get into, I realize that some liberals don't even understand the cause they stand for, the cause they so want to fight for, and even some conservative as well. And you can see, if you get into an argument with them, you can see the contradiction. You can see the contradiction in their words, in their thoughts to what they believe that they are, or they believe what side they are, or whatnot. So I'm always very glad to get into Candace's videos, other than the fact that, like, I do get educated, because I'm gonna tell you guys for a fact that, to be honest, like, sometimes when I'm curious about like certain things, if I don't want to bore myself with the whole typical research going on the internet space, I just get into Candace, right? And whatever like she says, at least I do have a pointer to go do my research and know how accurate it is and stuff. So Candace actually educates me whenever I get into her videos. But nonetheless, we did get into this. I want to know what y'all think about this down in the comment box. Please do not shy away from engaging with me down in the comment box. Obviously, I'm going to be there. And let's just put our heads together basically and share our thoughts and opinions on this video. But we've come to the very end of today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really hope you guys enjoyed something from this video. In order to show that, please do give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so that you can get notified of like really awesome content as well. I'm sure that if you do like content like this, you'll definitely be interested in, okay? Give this video a big like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. On to the very next one. Hopefully we do get to convey here. So bye.